Today we got two incredibly powerful villains going head to head. Villains that have held their own against the Avengers all by themselves. Dr. Doom versus Ultron. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Master of science and sorcery, Victor Von Doom is the Monarch of Latveria and seeks the betterment of mankind through world conquest. Unequaled and unrivaled in every manner, Dr. Doom has had many conflicts, both earthly and cosmic super beings, but he will always be known as the eternal nemesis of Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four. Dr. Doom's most dangerous weapon is his genius-level intellect, as he's easily one of the top mortal minds on the planet. He's constructed hundreds of devices, including a working time machine, devices that imbue people with superpowers, and many different types of robots, with the most common being his Doombots. These androids are designed to look, act, and think like Doom, and even actually believe that they are Doom. He specializes in physics, robotics, cybernetics, genetics, weapons technology, and strategy and manipulation. He also has a great skill in the mystic arts as well, which comes from his mother's Roma heritage. Doctor Strange considers Doom to be one of the most powerful sorcerers in the world, and even a possible sorcerer supreme. His knowledge of spellcraft might even surpass Strange, but Doom himself considers his scientific abilities to be more important. He can do things like fire mystical bolts, create force fields, travel through dimensions, open portals, and invoke mystical entities. Doom's armor contains many different gadgets, and he's even on par with Iron Man's armor. The suit can lift nearly 100 tons, is incredibly durable, contains wrist rockets and laser blasters, can generate powerful electric shocks, and has an incredible force field, where Doom can attack even when the force field is up. Then in the other corner of Ultron, created by Hank Pym to be a technological landmark, Ultron's suit intellectually surpassed his father and eventually fought the Avengers after organizing the Masters of Evil. He has clashed with the Avengers numerous times, driven by his hatred of all organic life and his desire to witness its total destruction. Ultron is incredibly strong and durable, as his outer shell is composed of adamantium, rendering it almost impervious to damage. After all, pretty much nobody is strong enough to break or even bend adamantium. He's also strong enough to battle against and beat Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. He's even gone up against a very pissed off Sentry in direct combat and come out on top, which is just very impressive. Now it is important to note that even though his outer shell is adamantium, his internal mechanisms are generally less durable and more easily damaged. He's also proven vulnerable to molecular rearrangement devices and metal like vibranium. Ultron has a wide array of weaponry on him at all times, like powerful sonic weaponry, energy blast that can completely disintegrate people and injure Thor. He can absorb energy, and has the Infell Ray, which plunges its victims into a death-like coma and allows Ultron to mesmerize and manipulate minds of his victims. Now Ultron isn't just physically very powerful. He is an absolute genius who has consistently outsmarted and defeated the Avengers. He also has the ability to beam part of or all of his programming into remote locations, such as computers or alternate robotic bodies. He can even control other machines remotely, even if he has not transplanted his consciousness into them. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now this won't be a straight up random fight, but instead we're going to paint a little situation here. Ultron is trying to take over Latveria, and so he comes in to take control from Dr. Doom. Doom, who was just chilling in his castle, wasn't ready for Ultron's attack, and was caught completely by surprise. So who wins in this scenario? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Now, as powerful as Ultron is, he is going into the home of one of the most dangerous and most prepared villains in the Marvel Universe. So there's really no way that he'll be able to repair or even know what Doom's got stored inside his basement. But Ultron isn't going in alone. In most of the comics where Ultron is trying to conquer something, like in the Annihilation Conquest, in Age of Ultron. He created an army of himself to help in the conquest. Ultron also works as a hive mind, so he'll be able to perfectly function as a unit. Of course, Doom isn't alone ever. He's got his personal army of Doombots, which are actually very unique and powerful. You see, these bots look like him, talk like him, and even act like him. In fact, each one believes itself to be the real Doom. However, as a safety measure, each Doombot has a dampener program built in that's triggered whenever the real Doom is nearby. This means that they have the same powers as Doom as well. So we've got an army of Ultrons versus an army of Dooms going head to head. Plus, whatever additional tech and weapons Doom has in the castle. However, it's not really that simple. You see, Ultron is one of the all-time most powerful technopaths in the universe. And even though the Doombots are designed to resist technopathy, they're not going to be able to stand up to Ultron's technopathy. And it's not just the Doombots, but Ultron also has the ability to take control of Doom's weapons as well. So it's Ultron, his army of robots, the Doombots, and all of Doom's weapons versus Dr. Doom. That's a whole lot going against him. But it doesn't end there. Doom's armor is, by definition, a cybernetic body, and is very similar to Iron Man's suit of armor. Except Tony's suit is probably even more powerful, and has a greater resistance to technopathy. And you know what? Ultron has managed to hack into and control Tony's suit. Ultron has also previously shown the ability to transfer his program into various different cybernetic bodies. So figuring how Doom's suit is technological and a cybernetic body, it's very likely that Ultron can either remotely control it or have Ultron's consciousness implanted into it. Especially considering that Doom wears his armor 24/7, 365. It can really be his downfall in this fight. Ultron could easily control every piece of tech that Doom has and turn it against him, especially the armor. He could remove the armor, then attack Dr. Doom while he's outside of the suit. And outside that armor, Doom is a human just like us, and has all the limitations and vulnerabilities of a regular guy. Remember those energy beams that disintegrated people instantly? Well, Ultron could easily use those here too. But here's the catch to all that. Although Doom is just a human, and Ultron can take away all of his technology, that doesn't put him out of the fight completely. He also got magic to fall back on. After all, Dr. Doom is one of the best sorcerers in the world, probably second only to the Sorcerer Supreme himself. But it's very difficult to permanently put Ultron away, even with magic. You see, Ultron's life or existence isn't limited to a single body like Doom's. His body doesn't define him, because he doesn't exist in one particular body. Ultron is an intangible program who exists in the cloud. He only uses different cybernetic bodies to operate in the external world. So destroying the body that he's using won't destroy Ultron, because Ultron is the program. He can also simply transfer his program into another body if his current one is destroyed, or turned into a frog, or whatever Doom is able to do with magic. So, at the end of the day, Dr. Doom is tough, and he does have his magic to fall back on, but it won't be enough to go up against Ultron, his robot army, and the Doombot army that Ultron took over. Ultron is winning this one and taking over Latveria. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.